Hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. I'm here at this end of the base because as I loaded into the save, I found out that I had no power. It must have died as I loaded the save, which is kind of weird because it was running when I saved and when I logged out. But as I came back in, I found out that I had no power. And that means that I need to do something about it. And I think the thing to do about it, since we've researched them, is geothermal power. Right below us down there is a geothermal vent, a geyser. So it's not very far from the oil base, which means it would be easy to run a power line too, and that'll boost our power production. As you can see, there's also pings for some other ones. The one due south of here is basically right next to the sulfur mine that we have, so that one will be easy to run power lines too as well. And then there is another one that's not too far from the Caterium. It's a bit further east, but it won't be that hard to run a power line to. So we're going to at least get two of these, maybe that third one, see if that makes a difference in our power. But we're definitely going to have to go back out to the beach and set up some more power. So let me make the flying leap off of here. First thing I want to do is I want to get out my laser sword. I'll probably switch to the rifle eventually. I just picked up the stack of cartridges that were in the manufacturer. And I also want to switch to my jetpack so that I can make the jump and not die. Hopefully. So we have those two. And I think I saw a spitter down here as well. Yep, he's down in the water. Put this back on. And then I'll switch to the rifle. I should have grabbed the nobelisks too. That would have been fun. Put myself in precision mode. Hopefully I won't regret it. I saw the third one. Okay, you need to get out of here. Missed him. Got him. One. And I have no idea how these geothermal vents work, so we're going to learn this together. I don't know where the other ones went. Good, you're... Okay, autosave. Now's not a good time. Got him. And where are the other two flies? Maybe I can tempt them out of the water there. Nope. No idea where they went. They like despawn? That would be too much to hope for, but maybe they did. Okay, so let's look at the geothermal generator. Power geothermal generator. And is there any logic to way that I want to orient this? There's the power pickup there on the right as we're looking at it, and the little power indicator there on the front. And there's a ladder. It would be nice to kind of have physically closer to me. Maybe that's not a bad orientation. And then, does this thing need anything? Menu does not... Early access warning. Menu does not work as intended. Does produce power. Check Powerball instead. 10-4, good buddy. Okay, so we also have some farty plants that I did not bring the whatchamacallits for, so I need to avoid them. The nobelisks, that is. And there's another spitter over there. And I think if I put this like here-ish, I can just snip onto... Isn't that a power line? No, that's not a power line. That's the smokestack for your thing, Wally. Okay, so I need to get upstairs. Where'd the spitter go? There he is. I'm a really bad shot. This is why I don't play fighting first-person shooter type of games. Okay. Pull that out. Let me put these back in here. That way, I need to also buy the coffee cup. Somebody remind me when we go back upstairs. Yes, I know this isn't live. Oh, look, I didn't finish that all the way down to the bottom. But it doesn't look like I can, so maybe that's why I didn't. Alrighty, let's go up here and see if we can connect that power. I need to go up one more level. Yep, one more level. This is a staircase that I thought I'd never have to use. Ah. Okay, here we are. And can I grab... Where do I have a power line at? Right there. Issue it. If I bring this out here, I may end up changing this around as I redo some of this foundation, but at least for now. Can I start the base up? No. Made a little bit of a dent in the power, but not much. Ooh, nope. Okay, so now we need to travel down to where the sulfur is, which means making much more use of this staircase, ramp case, whatever it is, that I built. Yeah, we're just using too much stuff. I knew this was going to happen. I kind of hoped that it wouldn't happen until later. Like, once I built the mall and stuff started getting sucked into there. But, obviously no hope for the weary here. Okay, so we have somewhere along... Oh, it's probably over there where the sulfur comes in. We have the sulfur line. I also need to watch out for critters, because now that the power is dead, they'll start respawning. Well, and there's some right there that would respawn anyway, because they're far enough away. I also could have grabbed the car. That might have been smart. Eh. Okay. So, can I do this? Sort of. Wonder if these guys out here, they all respawn. See, they respawn super fast once you lose power. Which is kind of a jerk move. Because, yeah, I lost power for 5 minutes or whatever it was, but... Thank you, autosave. And I don't know where number 3 went. There he is. Found you. I must have hit you once before. What does this say? Oh, the sulfur indication. Okay. So, according to the scanner, it should be over here. That way, I think, a little bit. Yep, 100 meters. Excellent. Excuse me there, Tubby. And you are right there. Look at that. Okay. So, we need another geothermal generator. And I think that's the orientation I want. Because I think the power node is right there. Okay, wire's too long. Floor's too steep. All you do is complain. There we go. How about there? And then there. Well, that added another 200 megawatts. And it still is not making a scratch. I may end up having to go down... Yeah. Well, let's add the third one. I don't think it's really going to help. But, could add that third one. It's almost due east from here, a little bit north. I don't think this is going to help either. Oh, did these things respawn? No, they're supposed to respawn. Oh, yeah, they did. They just don't show that they respawned. Interesting. I'm assuming that I collected that one once before. Okay, so there is a small-ish lake in this direction. And I'm sure I went too far north for it. No. There it is. The one that we already got. I really do wish that scanner wouldn't tell you the things you already have. Kind of annoying. Like I'm already mining or collecting or whatevering. Actually, this is quite a ways. It's gonna be a lot of power poles. Oh, I remember where this one is. We came out here. I don't know if we came out here. I might have done this exploration on my own. Nope, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Yeah, this is quite a ways. It looks closer on the map. I don't need to collect all the pebble berries. So I think I can probably just take power lines along the road. That might be the best place to put power lines. Can I hit it from here? Yes, I can. And now, power node is... Oh yeah, right there. Let's do this one like this. And then I can just run power that way. And then this way. I may or may not come back out here and clean these up at some point. That means probably not. I'll avoid that tree and whatnot a little bit. It wasn't quite long enough, but that's fine. This is the place, though, when we did our exploration out to the dune desert, we drove through here. Yeah, I thought you were going to get a layer too long. There's our Caterium coming across. Wire's too long. Okay, so I think I'm going to duck it in over here and maybe be able to just like connect it right there. I doubt that helped still though. 3,300. Ugh. I hate it when it does this. This makes me mad because, see, we technically had enough power, but there's just a burst point here that I couldn't get over that hump and get it to level off. But, hey, we tapped 3 geothermal sites, so that's good. So, otherwise, there are a couple that are a bit further, or actually there's one like due south from where we just got that one. And then there are 2 more kind of east from there. There are 2 more at really close to the entrance to the dune desert. They're down in the valley that we kind of built over, but down by the dune desert. And there's also at least 2 more to the west inside of the rocky desert. Kind of nearish to where the rail goes over, like where that ramp comes down on the other side of the rail here. So that's an option as well. I mean, there's more elsewhere on the map too, but you know, these are kind of cheap, easy things that we can build. But I may end up just going out to the coast and building some more power out there. But not during. I think I'll just do it off stream or off episode, off camera, because you guys have already seen me do that. I'll probably just double what's out there and call it a day. Oh, this guy didn't respawn. Yeah, he did. I hear him. I just didn't see him. There you are. Yeah, so that they all respawn like right away. I bet you even up here at the base we have respawned flies. Oops, that was a bit of a too tall of a jump. Actually, no, we don't. Surprisingly. There's flies that were here. If you remember, on the where I'm kind of on the right on the ground here. Oh, let's go buy the coffee cup. I don't have the fix-it tickets though. 51. Let's see. Where is it? Probably not in statues. No. Organization. Equipment. Yeah, there it is. Equipment. Oh, it only costs 1 ticket. Why didn't I buy that before? File. Okay. So now, where do I get it? Do I have to make it? Probably have to make it. Okay. I don't think I just got it. Do I need to research something? That can't be. No, none of the other stuff is there. I assume it should be here somewhere. But I don't understand. You guys are probably shouting at your screen right now, wondering why I'm an insane person who either doesn't see it or doesn't know where it is. I would expect if I had to mate it, it would either be here or at the crafting table. Definitely not there. Do I have to do something here with it? No. Okay. I must be losing my mind. Well, I guess I will look it up after, and then I'll know where it is for next time. Purchases. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's kind of a weird... I haven't bought any of the other stuff that you purchased that are single. I've only purchased recipes. Okay, so let's pull this now there. And now I can pick... Nope, the other way. Now I can pick the coffee cup. And drink. Excellent. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to do was start looking at... There's not one over there either. That's good. The one up there is there, but that's fine. It's start looking at the smart splitters and programmable splitters to see how we can use that to optimize our things here. Let's come over here first, just to see what this looks like. I also want to see how this works, if it works. So we're pulling some, and this is actually working like I wanted it to. So it did pull in a little bit here, but it's taking anything it can that's coming in on this belt, which is exactly what I wanted it to do. Okay, so let's go here to logistics, and let's look at the smart splitter first. Actually, I'll build one of each, so we can look at them both side by side. Yeah, they look like splitters. Ooh, that one's got fancy electronics on it. This one, not so much. What does the regular splitter look like? We'll build this one over here. I don't have enough iron, really, iron plates. I didn't gather anything. When I logged in for the power being out, I just started trying to figure out what I needed to do. So let me grab some iron plates from here. I guess I probably should have gotten them from the other place, but that's fine. That's 264, I think I saw. That should be enough for what we need to do today. And my voice is dying for some reason. Okay, so I'll put this one down here just for fun. So this one looks like a blank side. This one has lights on the side. That's how you know it's smart. And this one has electronics on the side. It's got like a flux capacitor here. And it looks like something off of the Enterprise. That's awesome. Okay. So the smart splitter. We can choose what outputs on the left, what outputs to the center, what outputs to the right. And I'm assuming the star here means like default or any undefined or something along that line, like whatever that filled in. I mean, I can't get it to show that anymore, but we do have this overflow option. The problem is, for what I'm using them for, and you guys can yell at me in the comments, for what I'm using them for, by prioritizing an input, I can't do that with these, unless this one's different. What does the blank with the star mean? I mean, this allows me to pick more than one product here to filter for each. I gotta click the X, you can't hit the escape key. And this one only lets you pick one each. So I could say nothing out there, overflow out there, and then any undefined, I'm assuming, out there. So it would take in one input and only output to the center first, and then output to the right only on overflow. But that doesn't accommodate this concept, which is the priority input. So we need a priority merger as well. So given that, I don't know that I want to tear this apart. I mean, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments, but I don't think I want to tear this apart. Because these won't do what this does, what this is obviously doing. Because you can see that this is only moving at slower than normal speed. This should be taking like 200. So it's not quite the full Mark III belt, but this should be taking like 200 at full speed going onto the bus wherever that's going, the high-speed connectors and the circuits. But right now, this is coming off of... This is the small amount that comes off of the bus, the ore bus here, the smelting bus, that comes from all the way down there where it's getting made in the aluminum refining process. And it's coming down the lift here, this lift here, and getting fed into the bottom, into the splitter here. Whereas the top one is waiting until this is completely kind of empty. Because even you can see like you can see them getting sucked up into the lifts. And these lifts are probably, however, yeah. So I don't know that I want to take this apart. And the same thing goes, let's actually head down there. The same thing goes for the, it's weird that they now leave a little stain. Like some things leave a little stain on the foundation. The regular splitter doesn't, but the smart and programmable ones do. So there's two other places that I wanted to do something like this. And actually, now that I know now that it's built into the smart splitters and programmable splitters, there's actually probably places along the bus that I might want to and probably will put them in place of. Ooh, can they hot swap? That's the question. They cannot. Well, that's a bummer. That needs to be a feature of these. I might see if this is on the questions site, and if not, add it. Because you should be able to hot replace a splitter with a smart splitter or a programmable splitter, in my opinion. Okay, so let's go down here. The other one we have is the empty containers. And the empty containers really need to function in the same manner. The containers that are coming off of here, the unbottling process here, need to go into the splitter so that they take priority, and they are, look. This isn't using full capacity, but these are definitely taking priority. These haven't moved since we've been standing here. And we could stand here for another minute or so just to look at these, but these haven't moved, and that's exactly what I want to happen. I only want these to move when I take some bottled fuel, and it may have moved while I turned away, but the point is it doesn't move much. When I take some bottled fuel out of the mall, once we fill up the mall, then I want these to be able to move. But until then, I don't. I want this to continue working exactly as I'm watching it work here. And I don't think I can accomplish this. Yeah, it just took one in a minute or more, unless it moved one again, like I said, while we were there. And I expect it to take one every so often, and it's going to eventually back up. And so what I may end up wanting to do is figuring out a way to put in even... In fact, it might be smart to replace this splitter here with a smart splitter and have it output to left and right and only output the overflow straight. Yeah, let's try that. And if that works, I may do the same thing upstairs. Let me take this guy out. I think I'm going to have to take out this and this and this as well. And then we can put in a smart splitter here. And I want it to be right there. I think is how far apart I have the rest of them. Yep. And then this thing, I wanted to take left, any, right, any, center, overflow. Okay, so then this is Mark IV lift. This is Mark IV lift. And then, I need to put in the belt in here, a Mark IV belt. Okay, so these lifts should start working. They've jammed. Now this splitter probably has a few items in it. It does. It has 8 containers in it. So the issue that I have here, and whether it matters or not, I don't really know. I should do this belt differently then. Let's see how big this goofy thing is. The awesome sink. Yeah, let's go over here. I need to expand this foundation. But I don't want to put it here because this is kind of a walkway. So I think I'll put it over here, and I may take this belt differently. Thank you, autosave. Okay, yeah, let's take this belt differently here. Take this out. This one needs to come down to level 2, level 3, probably go up to level 3. I have the wrong toolbar on. Nope, it's gotta be here. Yep. 2, 3. This was a Mark I belt, so a Mark I lift should do. Go the other way. I have to replace that curve as well. Which means that I need to build up so I can climb. I don't remember how high that is. Out here. $11. Oh, look at that. Okay. So let's do 1, 2, 3 here. Problem is I can't see over your big head. There we go. Oh, it's backwards. Forgot about that. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Put this in here just to hold the spot, hold the direction. And then we go back up. Don't spill the coffee. That out. Don't need a lift there, or a stackable there. 2. And I think this is too long still. Yes, it is. So we'll put in some stacks here. Okay, so now I can build the sink. Go down here a little bit further. Maybe right about there. So the issue I have with this is that it's going to, I think, constantly be outputting here, which means that that's going to constantly be making these. Even with the overflow setting on, whenever this slows down, which isn't a big deal, I mean, to be fair, it isn't a huge deal, but the only potential issue is, oh, they changed the meshes on these too, they look different. No, these aren't backing up either. So I don't know if I like this or not, because these aren't backing up. I mean, it's outputting everything. It's using everything, but I don't know if it will. So I'm not going to power this thing up yet. I'm going to wait and see how this works once we get the whole base kind of moving. But the other place that I definitely wanted to use the smart splitters is down here. So I need to find a way, and that way might be to take out some of these here. Put in a sink right in here. Will it fit there? No, not like that it won't. Let's see here. That's hitting the wall. Could be right there. Alternatively, it could be like this. Problem is that's way over there then. I don't like it. Well, let's take out these fences here and here. And I think actually even this one. Then I can put in more foundation here. Let's look at this again now. If I put this, I'm going to square it up with this corner. Then a belt coming off of here needs to squiggle into there. But I can't put it too close to that way either, so I think this is probably the best. Yeah, and it needs to be that far away, I think. There. Let's put these railings up. Almost fell off there. Move those around. And then I want to take out this belt. And this splitter. These are all marked ones, so that makes my life easy. That one. This one. And that one. And then I want a smart splitter here. I don't think we need the programmable ones, other than the fact that they look cool. That comes in like this. And this one can be right here. And now what I want to do is I want to output everything there and overflow straight. For both of these, really, but for this one especially. Or for... Oh, I messed that up. Oh, no. There. So now, nothing should be coming out here. Because that thing can handle quite a lot. And we're not producing that much. So it's handling the resin. Oh, I can get rid of these. Put those out. It can handle the resin right now. That splitter, and then this splitter needs to do the same thing. So output any undefined, and then overflow. And then that goes into there. And just to simulate this, I want to take this belt out. You go in there. Does it need to fill up the splitter first? There it goes. Okay, good. So then that's going to go here and overflow this machine. Or wait until this machine overflows. So we have to fill up this machine and both directions of it or whatever. And then fill up this one. And then come out here. Let's go... Not like that. Go like this. Here. Like that. And that should do what I want it to do once I hook it up to power. Power. Where's the power input on this thing? On the far side, on the back or something. Oh, right there on the far side. Okay, I guess that's good. It doesn't clip, so that's good. And this is exactly what I wanted. I want this to... this is truly a overflow splitter, like this situation. So the blue goo makes the fabric when it can, and then once the fabric is backed up and the blue goo is backed up in the machines, then it goes into the shredder. That's the exact use case for, in my base, for the smart splitter or the programmable splitter in overflow mode. And with that, I think I'm going to leave it for today. I will spend some time working on the power out at the beach between the episodes, and I'll probably open up the next one out there, and then we can come back into the base just to show you guys that I've done it, and then we can come back into the base and we can work on the next plan, which I think is going to be the mall. So be sure to give me any feedback you have on the priority mergers and your thoughts on splitting off the garbage and just letting it make more from the plastic versus letting it not split off and just letting it priority merge based on what you saw as far as the way it's behaving. But even more so for the one upstairs with the silica than the one down here, I think I don't want it to split off. I think I want it to behave exactly as it's doing. Because it's not going to jam up. At least I don't think it's going to jam up because of the... until the base stops using it. But I don't think it's going to jam up until then. But this one I'm afraid is going to jam up. I'm afraid that the 3 rows of machines that are using the containers in their various forms are going to eventually jam up, and then we won't have any production of water or fuel down here. So we'll leave it here. Let me know what you think about the 3 cases that I have here with the splitters and the mergers and the balancers and whatever you want to call those things in the comments, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Bye for now.